What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Shevchenko's World Cup icon, a 4-star Ukrainian striker with the high, 6 foot right footed with power, free kick, finesse as the only two traits. In terms of stats, obviously we need a big boost in pace, so we have gone with the Hunter. The shooting is looking pretty good. It will have the bonus as well. Chemistry style wise, people are suggesting engine or marksman, which I can understand, obviously getting a bit more agility. The shooting already is fantastic. But I think with him, you definitely want a good pace boost as well. It will keep him controlled with any of them chem styles. Also, Hunter will give him 94 pace, 96 shooting, maxing out the shooting pretty much. An engine, if he was to go for that, gives him 90 pace, 78 passing and 91 dribbling, taking his agility balance to 87 and 90. Not much on the strength, good amount of heading. Just jump straight into him and see what this man can do for us. If you're looking for coaching service, foot champs, rivals, or just looking for generic coins, 100k, 500k, a mil, I recommend using SkyCoach at skycoach.gg. Link will be in the description, and make sure on your checkout to use the code JT11 for a discount on your order. Into Shevchenko's feet, a little 1-2 with a Dembele, finds the ball over the top. Have we got the strength? Seconds in, finds it back, and Ward-Prowse nearly gets that opportunity. Shevchenko finding his run through, takes the first touch, second is over the keeper, and it's a great finish from the Ukrainian. Good turn, doesn't have the strength to hold off Marquinhos. Again, could be a little bit of a battle with him in terms of that. I do think he has got some ability on that strength, but most definitely not necessarily the most. We definitely needed that finish though. Again, into his feet. Very good at the sort of feet and go sort of striker. Oh, he's offside. Totally there. I feel like definitely that 1-2 is always going to be magic with him. Not necessarily got a huge amount of creativity. Has got the 4-star skills, which will always be a nice benefit. As we see Sonny Boy running through there. It's a good ball into him. Can we find anything? Keeper's out. Lovely chip. And that's a great assist from him. But I think in terms of how you want to play with him, just judging from the first 20 minutes, definitely the 1-2 will always be very, very good for him in terms of kind of getting him through the most efficient ways. You don't really want to just give it him and then kind of just run. It's not going to work heavily compared to somebody like an Mbappe, Eusebio, who can get the ball and almost sprint with it straight away. This guy definitely wants it kind of here. Look at the 1-2 option. You've brought the defenders out. He's going to make that run through and you wait for that perfect ball. If Marquinhos gets out the way, looking for him here. We've got a bit of pace on him. Bit into the sun. Where we're looking for him again if we can. There it is. Looking for him to just peel off that little bit more if we can. There he is. Little pass in. And Lucio's coming across. To be honest, Lucio will have anybody's pants down. A solid centre-back. Making that run through. Can we get the little chip? He's going to go inside. Left foot across goal. And a solid save. This is where I want him. Oh, that's beautiful. It was him, wasn't it? Yes! I was thinking, and I saw the captain armband was debating whether that was a centre-back or not. See it out again. Got to try and find something from him. Like I say, oh, that is lovely. Little bit of movement. We didn't get that pass off. A little bit too late. Pushing up the pressure. Finds it and gives it away again. He's got great battling with him as well. That's what you want from him. And look for that back. Can we get a bit of a finesse on the go? Lucio in the way. Again, tries to win it back, nearly gets it, but falls over in the process. Maybe with an engine, the balance might have been a bit better. Ooh, goes for the slap shot. Wasn't expecting a left-footed finesse, to be honest. There it is again. Get the head on it. Nearly gets the seconds. Like I say, heading-wise, should actually be all right. So corners, you whip it in nice and fast. You should be able to find him a good amount of time. There he is. Finds it across. Gets the right foot. Keeper movement might have helped me there, but again, bit rushed in terms of that shot. Straight over the top. Is he onside? Can he get anything? It's a good save from Navas. It's a beautiful ball. I probably imagine he was just on the line there. Oh, that's a finish. That is an absolute finish from him. Gets the pile driver. He's pretty much static. It's a solid goal. Good. Can we find from him? Little dink over the top. Gets the first touch. It's going to be a second. And it nearly takes the keeper. So going into the overall forum then, we're looking at Shevchenko. He's coming in at 66,000 coins. Not necessarily the most expensive icon in the world. I think in terms of World Cup icons, I think there is a lot at that sort of price. If we have a quick look, we'll go from the bottom up. We've got, okay, I was going to say 22k for Carfu. No chance. Everyone would have that. So 54.5 is the cheapest. Shevchenko is next, but then he is followed by Lineker. And then we go a couple of 80s and we start working our way up into the higher priced icons, coming in at 2 mil, and then R9 I think is 9. So in general, he is a cheap icon that you're going to look at. I believe somebody said on the last World Cup icon striker that they're about 10k discard value, not actually 50-60, which I think normal icons were about 40-50 in terms of the base mids. Could be wrong, but I believe that is normally the case. They have a higher discard price than everything else. Normally informs and stuff like that are 10 to 13k depending on the rating. So that is why I thought personally they were that little bit higher, and maybe that's where they're sitting at. In terms of his other cards, we've got 69.5k on his base. We have got 69 on his mid, and I can imagine his prime is going to be about the same eventually, to be fair. In terms of the difference, you've got a +2 pace, +1 shooting and dribbling, then minus on the passing and defending. Not really too much to worry about there. But the card is not much better. You get a dynamic on this one, and if we don't get moments, this is the only dynamic icons we'll have. I know there is campaigns and stuff like that, so we'll see later on how that works out. But for right now, this is the only dynamic, and people love that. In terms of the prime, do I say he's much more value? I'd probably say he's going to come in at the same sort of price. Maybe a little bit higher because of the pace increase by 2 and maybe 1 shooting, as well as maybe the supply not being as high as obviously the World Cup icons with all of the 84 times 20s we got. So it will be an interesting one to see the difference. But in terms of actual difference of in-game, there's really not going to be much. It's going to be very, very minimal. More of an informed sort of vibe rather than necessarily a big upgrade from the mid to the prime. Obviously, the 88 rated compared to the 91, it's a good overall upgrade. These have kind of just made that little bit of a dent in between. There's nothing really too amazing from them, but I do love the card design. I think the red does work really well, and I'm glad that the World Cup icons have come out for another level of icons. I just wish now we got moments as well. It would have been really, really cool. Overall wise, pace wise was not a problem, especially with the Hunter. I feel like he was a little bit stiff at the times. That's maybe where the agility balance would come off better with an engine. The shooting is absolutely fantastic. Heading's great with him. Overall, a good player, but not necessarily one of the top icons you'd want in your team. For the price, not bad. I'm going to give him a solid 8 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and catch you all for the next one. Peace.